This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, our next thing that I wanted to go over is our control center. So control center looks like that. It is the pinkish red gear. So we are just going to double click on the control center. And what I want to teach you is, do you see on the left hand side of your device, there are three buttons that are shortcut buttons, and this is how you program what you want them to be. So right now you can see that my first button is to bring up my track status box, like where my eyes are. I really like that button to be the first one, because when I'm in anything and somebody's moving chairs or they're moving positions at all, you have a quick shortcut to open up that track status box, figure out where their eyes need to be, and get them in position. The next one is to pause and resume gaze. So you can see down, well, it's kind of hard to see, I'm going to circle it. There is a pause button right there. You can move it around by touching the screen. You can move it wherever you want it to be. But that is to pause and unpause the eye gaze. So that's just a quick tool. And then my third is to bring up a menu button. And because I'm not in Communicator or Compass right now, that is what the menu button is for those. So you can go in and you can change whatever you want that button to do. So a lot of people will do that track status box, so that's under gaze interaction right here, and then you have the track status. So once you select those, that'll be the shortcut for your track status, and then oops, you can go to your second button, select action, and we're in gaze interaction again, and then gaze interaction, pause and resume. But you can go through and decide what you want those buttons to do, but that's just the typical ones that people do and the ones that are the most helpful that I have found. So that's typically what people choose to do. And you can go in here and you can play with different settings, so like automatic brightness adjustment, if you want the orientation to stay fixed at the upright orientation or resting orientation. You can go through and play with different settings in here, but this is the main one that I use in the control center, is to program these three buttons. So hopefully this helped you figure out how to create those shortcuts for your iSeries device.